What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Head-to-Head Battles. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the best spell cards in the March 2021 format. We've had the LCS, we've had
the ban list,
a lot of competitive play, and you're probably wondering, if I want to win some more games of Yu-Gi-Oh! What spell cards do I need to give myself an edge in the main deck, in the side deck, back in the binder, etc., etc.?
Yeah.
Right?
Or hot dog water.
You'll be surprised. But guys,
okay.
before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe, like and comment down below if there's a spell card that we missed or a spell card that you don't think is in the right category. All right.
Yeah.
And hit that notification bell. And
Okay.
our Sunrise and All Might Field Centers are live on our website
live.
over at headtoheadbattles.com. And
we'll be uploading
the
physical photos very, very soon.
Yeah. And then if you like this layout and what you're seeing right now, this is our Twitch layout. So make sure you guys are following us over at twitch.tv/headtoheadbattles. We stream every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 p.m. EST. Or, we try our best, all right?
Yeah, we do. We put an announcement.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. All right. So you see the categories here, right? You have the main squeeze. You have the side chick. You have Binder Girl. We have Bulk and Soul.
What are these? Movie titles? What are these?
You got to get creative with these
the
tier
main
makers.
Squeeze, side chick.
The side chick, yeah.
Okay, these sound. Okay.
You know exactly.
Okay.
No, I'll have it up on the screen, but you guys know exactly what I am talking about.
Yeah. Where's hot dog water?
There, you know what? None of these cards are hot dog water. Like, honestly, none of these cards are hot dog water.
No, what's sold?
Sold just means sold. It's like, don't even hold on to these no more. Like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, so it's hot dog water.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, because all the spell cards that I chose do something in the meta right now. All right. So the first card on my list is Pot of Prosperity. Now, Pot of Prosperity has to be a main deck card. This card is insanely good because mathematically speaking, right? If you open 5 cards in your opening hand and you Prosperity for 6, you're seeing 11 cards out of your 40 card main deck. Mathematically, you should be seeing anything that you need. Like anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't work on all decks though. Yeah,
not all decks, because not a lot of decks can flex 6 spots in their extra deck for a Pot of Prosperity.
Yeah.
But you can still Pot of Prosperity for 3. Even a deck like Dragon Link, they end on, after going full combo, they have 3 to 5 cards left in their extra deck, allowing them to Pot of Prosperity. Now, the one downside to this card is that, one, if it resolves, you can't draw cards anymore.
No.
And 2, your opponent takes half battle damage. Now, a lot of people forget that half battle damage portion, so make sure you guys are not getting cheated in the upcoming format as well. All right.
Read your cards.
Yeah, and read your cards and read your opponent's cards. You know what I'm saying? But Pot of Prosperity, I think, just absolutely belongs in the main deck.
All right, main squeeze.
I just don't think it belongs anywhere else. Right?
Yeah.
Next card on our list is Necrovalley.
Necrovalley.
Now, Necrovalley is definitely a side chick, in my opinion, because one, it doesn't allow a lot of decks to play. So, in terms of let's say Dragon Link, which is a top contender in the format, you have Invoke Dogmatica, anything like that. Necrovalley doesn't even allow people to Invocation, because Necrovalley literally says cards in the graveyard cannot be banished. Yeah. And most of the time when you're using Invocation for an invoked monster, you're banishing the Alistair, and you can't even do that. You can't, and there are cards that you can't Nadirs, you can't do so many interactions that you need to be doing in the meta, in the upcoming meta, in the upcoming format of March. Yeah. And the thing with Necrovalley is, you can't really main deck it.
Oh, that was my follow-up question. Why?
Because, I mean, I don't know. If you're an absolute going first deck, right? And you see Necrovalley in your opening hand, what does it do for you, right? It pretty much serves as a brick in your hand if you're not going to be using it. Necrovalley is a card where, you post side and you know what you're up against. It might be good. But it's just it doesn't warrant a spot in the main deck simply due to the fact that you're not going to be using it every game.
Right.
And if you most decks opt to go first, but going second is going to be a thing in the upcoming format. But because you're going first and you're opting to go first, you want to see less and less bricks in your opening hand.
True.
Right.
That's for anything. Any deck.
Yeah, that is for any deck. Yeah.
Any deck.
Next on the list we have Call by the Grave.
Ooh.
Absolutely a main deck card.
Oh, you still think it is?
Even at 1, it's still a main deck card because like
No.
we don't have Crossout Designator, right? Like that card just doesn't exist in the TCG for us.
You never know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it'll come sooner or later. But I mean, Call by the Grave is a card that literally says, "Hey, you have an interaction. Did you just hand trap me? Well,
I'm gonna banish it."
Yeah. You banish and negate it. So I mean, Call by the Grave. It's really sacky because it is at 1 at the moment. But I mean, even then, like the card is that good.
Is it worth playing at 1 though?
Absolutely.
Still.
Absolutely. Like. It never hurts to see this card in your hand.
Well, we don't
it never hurts.
We don't have God hands like you. We don't draw
True,
the one-ofs.
true,
We
true.
do not draw the one-ofs.
But and like it's good going first and second.
It is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you can get hand trapped.
right.
Yeah.
And it's such a blowout card. You know what I'm saying? Next we have
Always call by the D shifter, guys.
oh well yeah. well yeah.
When you're good against, yeah. Anyways.
So next we have Pot of Desires. This one's tough.
I think that's I would put that between Binder and Side Chick.
But here's the thing, right? Zodiacs can't play Desires. And Zodiacs is going to be a very, very powerful deck. But I think that with Prosperity and Extravagance, I feel like Desires, you can't really play Desires in the side deck. You can't do that. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, why would you side in a draw card, right? Like it, so it, no pot card could ever be in the side deck.
Really?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
That's Binder Girl.
Oh, this is tough. Yeah, I mean,
Binder Girl.
I gotta put this in the binders. I feel like with Prosperity, being so good right now in the format, if you can play Desires, you can play Prosperity. In my opinion, I mean, there's a lot of like nuances with that for sure.
Listen, only Maju players can play this.
Well, okay.
You're only repping yourself.
True.
You're repping yourself.
Well, we have Salamangreats that run Desires,
yeah.
but I think they can just straight up run Prosperity. Zodiacs have a hard time running Prosperity because they're very reliant on their extra deck.
Yeah.
But truth be told, if you're sitting on Zeus anyway, you can Prosperity for 3 even in Zodiacs. So I think that because of Prosperity, Desires is gonna take like just a backseat to it.
It's definitely taking a backseat for now.
Yeah, for now, Super Poly. This card is coming back with a vengeance.
Oh, it's come back.
This card is insane right now. Like it's absolutely. If you're playing Shaddolls or even an Ellic with the new Ellic fusion, and like you have so many good Super Poly targets in the upcoming format, like it has to be a main decked card. Like if your deck is playing it or can play it rather, play it. And even if like sometimes you might neg on the discard, Super Poly will absolutely break boards. Absolutely break boards.
Definitely.
And right now in the format, because we're not playing under VFD anymore.
Oh, bye-bye.
And but now that we're not under VFD, people are just doing like these like all-in 30 negate combos.
Yeah.
And the only way to get past that sometimes is Super Poly. You know what I'm saying? Because like if your opponent has like an Appaloosa for 4, a Savage for 2, and I don't know, a Abyss Dweller, I mean, he's going to get punished because there's a Super Poly target where it uses a Synchro, Xyz, and a Link. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to punish your opponent, Super Poly is a card that you want to take out of your binder now and put it back into your main deck. That's how good it is. Yeah, that's how good it's going to be. Next on the list is Forbidden Chalice. Now, Forbidden Chalice is a infinite impermanence budget replacement.
Oh, yes.
So in that sense, I think you can even main deck it. Oh, I have to bump it to main deck.
See,
I have to.
This entire list is just your Maju spell card.
No, it's not. No. Okay, look, hear me out. So hear me out. Chalice is something that you can play even with cards on the field. which is huge, right?
That is huge. That is huge.
It doesn't count as a hand trap because you can't use it on your opponent's turn, but I mean, it's still a negate.
Of course, it's.
And it's something you can use in the damage step. And this is something I tell a lot of players who don't really understand that part of the mechanic of the game is that if a card has an attack modifier or it negates activations, you can use those cards in the damage step. Like you can't Ash in the damage step.
Oh, of course.
You know, there are you can count in your hand like what you can activate in damage step, and Forbidden Chalice is one of them because it has an attack modifier built into it.
Yeah.
That's why Chalice in some situations is just an insane interaction.
Just comes up.
It just comes up,
It
yeah.
just
It just
really-
really does come up, yeah.
So it can be situational.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like it comes up more often than it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to test out that theory.
Yeah. Next we have Pot of Extravagance.
That's still main.
Yes, this is
so
a
main.
definite main deck card because, you know, not every deck cares about their extra deck.
No.
And you can argue you can run both Prosperity and Extravagance, which I do. Like especially in control decks, playing Prosperity and playing Extravagance together is insane.
Yeah.
Because if they ash your Extravagance, you can still resolve Pot of Prosperity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I mean, like, obviously don't get greedy with it, but, you know, use them wisely because that card advantage is just insane.
It is insane.
All right. Next, we have Harpy's Feather Duster.
Aw.
This one's tough because it could definitely be in the side deck because going first, you don't really want to see it, right?
Right. Now I'm thinking.
But then, like, what if you just don't have like an out to back row, and this is like your one card out to back row? But even then, like, you're talking about one card in 40. Is it even worth it?
I drew it. It happens. You drew it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be. Side.
Yeah, we got to go with side chick
Yeah.
here. I feel like there's better options to maining in the main deck for back row removal than a singular Harpy's Feather Duster.
I think honestly, a lot of people are also just playing for the nostalgia.
Yeah,
Some
but
people
but we're talking about like competitive play, right? Like just absolute competitive play.
I still very cheese card.
Yeah, I mean it's sacky. Like
Yeah.
any card that's a one of is just so sacky.
Yeah.
But I mean that's just the nature of it. All right.
Nature of the game.
Yeah. Next card is Twin Twister. I feel like in the meta right now, I feel like Twin Twister is definitely like a side deck card.
Yeah, I would rather play Cyclone.
Right, because
Over
now we can play Cyclone in the main because it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
With Elic being so pronounced in the meta, just always.
Yeah.
You know, destroying Elic cards isn't the best, but you can argue as a player like, oh, but Twin Twister can pop too, right?
Right, but still.
Right, but then
It goes to the graveyard.
but you're also discarding a card to use it,
Right.
so you're going -1 in the hand. And Cyclone just banishes a card, right?
Yeah.
And it just basically says you can never get this resource back if you were thinking about recurring this resource, right? So I think Cyclone, in at least until Elic just dies down, which I don't think will ever be. We'll never get there. I just don't think so. I think Cyclone will always be main deck over Twin Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would choose.
I agree.
Damn, imagine that card so you can banish 2.
What?
Pay 1,000, banish 2.
That'd be crazy.
That card would be.
That'd be
would
insane.
skyrocket.
That'd be
Yeah,
insane.
that
Yeah.
card would skyrocket.
Next we have Terraforming.
Oh, that's main.
Terraforming is definitely a main deck card. If you need a field spell, this is your way to get it. This basically gives you another Guru, another Alistair, a Chance at Array. Like it just Golden Castle of Stromberg, best card in the game.
Fourth, it's basically your 4th extender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next on this we have Book of Moon.
Oh.
Book of Moon basically says
you take this one.
Yeah, I think Book of Moon is definitely a side deck card. Because Dragon Link is around, and there's other combo decks that are around. Book of Moon is definitely good because like you can't link off with face down monsters.
Oh, you cannot.
You can't. How about this? The only thing you can do with a face down monster is tribute it or fusion summon with it. Other than that, you can't do any other game mechanic with a face down monster like XC, Synchro, Link, or etc. etc. That's why Book of Moon If you know you can punish your opponent with a Book of Moon activation, you use it.
Oh, you do it.
You do it.
Oh, you do it.
Yeah, but Book of Moon might not be the best in every main deck because obviously back row decks do exist.
Yes.
And you know, if you're playing Book of Moon, you're not. What are you flipping down? Nothing.
Should make that a meme. That face right there. Anyways, next.
Yeah. So next on the list is an old card called Deck Lockdown.
Deck Lockdown.
Neither player can add cards to their hand except by drawing them, and cannot special summon monsters from the deck. Destroy this card during your second standby phase after activation.
Where'd you even find this card?
This has to be bulk. It's just there's so many better cards.
It's a cheese card,
right? There's Droll and Lockbird. There's Shared Ride, which is the next card actually, which I think should belong in.
Really, the binder?
Well, okay. So let's place this first, and we'll explain both cards. This one's so tough.
Hold on. Can we just TLDR Shared Ride? I
So
don't remember the exact text.
Okay, so Shared Ride basically says, after this card resolves, each time your opponent adds a card from their deck or graveyard to their hand this turn, except by drawing them, you immediately draw one card. It's like kind of Maxi, but Maxi is basically whenever your opponent special summons, but it's like whenever your opponent searches, which Dragon Link does. If you flip Shared Ride on Dragon Links, like you would draw like 6 times. You would literally draw every hand trap in your deck. Like that's how broken this card is. But in essence, Droll and Lockbird, which is,
I would put that in ball.
I gotta say binder. I gotta disagree with you.
Really?
I think it has to go with the binder.
You think people actually play this?
I think so. I think like if you really think about it,
yeah,
like between locals or between events, like, you know, you're not really digging through bulk, but you're definitely looking in your binder and you're like, damn, like these are cards that I can still use. I think Shared Ride is a card that can definitely see a lot of play.
Some play?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of play. Definitely a lot of play. Next we have Forbidden Droplet.
Oh, you got a main deck.
This is a main deck card, absolutely. This card recently got a reprint announcement as an ultimate rare. So this secret rare is definitely not going down in price.
That's insane. Ultimate rare.
But Droplet is definitely a card where if you see it in your opening hand and you're staring down this massive board, it'll save your Patushkas.
It definitely will.
Absolutely save your Patushkas. This card is $120 for a reason. It does something really well. And if your deck, especially like an Ellic, if you droplet someone and you send like your Ellic trap cards, you just plus infinite. The cards you discarded aren't like, you're not even negging off that.
No.
Like it's
Do they still get their effects?
Yeah. During the end phase. Yeah.
Oh, they still
you
do.
Can just banish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh goodness.
Dark Ruler no more.
Dark Ruler no more.
Dark Ruler no more.
I think that's sad. I haven't seen that much play for that.
It's tough. I think it being not a quick play, I think Droplet can definitely take its spot over Dark Ruler. But we're talking about the upcoming format, right? There's no VFD anymore. I think Droplet might go into the side deck and Dark Ruler might go into the main deck.
Oh, really?
Because think about it, the only reason you've ever played Droplet was for VFD and Zexal and stuff, right? So in that essence, well, now both of them being banned, Droplet isn't as impactful anymore, right? Because like you might as well just go into Dark Ruler at that point, right? Like why discard 2 cards off a Droplet when you can just activate Dark Ruler no more, right?
No, you have a point,
right? Because like you don't. Yeah, I mean, the comment section might destroy us here, but I mean, let us know down in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with that decision, right?
I mean, I will still put both in the main.
Really?
I will still put.
I don't know.
In the main.
That doesn't make. That's tough. That's tough. Next is Lightning Storm. It's definitely a side deck card.
No one's.
In the meta today, like Lightning Storm, it just isn't resolving. Like it, strictly due to the fact that like there's so many restrictions in Lightning Storm, the chance of it resolving, like it obviously is getting negated.
Yeah.
Right. And you can argue like, well, you baited in the gate, but then it's just like, there's other cards that are just better. Like and I truly believe, and we're gonna skip triple tax. I hate that card.
We just
I hate that card. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber.
Oh, I hate that card.
This card is absolutely bananas.
But the Sachi?
Yeah, because if you're playing Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, you have to be maining Kaijus.
Yeah, so you gotta free up like.
We know what? At that point, no, it's a main deck card because if you have it in your side deck, you have Kaijus somewhere in your deck. You might as well main deck Interrupted Kaiju Slumber.
I mean, they could decide on all the Kaijus too.
Would you really spend like those 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumbers, 2 of each Kaiju, so 2, 10.
Okay,
10,
actually,
yeah,
that don't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. So it's either a main deck card. If you're a going second card, it's literally a main deck card or just in the binder.
Going second deck.
Or yeah, sorry, going second deck. Yeah, it's either a main deck card or in the binder. But I feel like in the upcoming meta, like in March, going second decks will see an absolutely insane resurgence of play. I think going second will see just as much representation as going first, which is insane if you really think about it, because every Yu-Gi-Oh player like always wants to go first, but like there's just so many good blowout break your board cards right now.
Yeah,
like it might be worth thinking about going second. If you thought that, let me know in the comment section down below. All right.
Yeah.
Next card.
Yeah.
Triple tax. Sell this.
What?
I'm joking. Okay.
No, I think
personally, I hate this card because I'm just sitting there. I'm like, ooh, please hand trap me, daddy. Yes. But
you say that to your opponent?
Yeah, I do, because I have 2 triple tactics in my hand and they're dead. Obviously, it's a main deck card.
Still main.
But I
But Susu wants to sell it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, just sitting there waiting for your opponent to hand trap you, it's...
But it's just you, though. Everyone else...
I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. You could argue it's a Dragoon out, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many outs to Dragoon. Like, But that... I don't know.
It's just you. It's just you. It's just you.
If you're a combo-heavy deck or a combo-centric deck, you definitely want to be playing triple tactics, because if you're playing Dragon Links, your opponent is definitely going to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You drawing 2, or if you have enough extenders in the hand, you ripping a card out of your opponent's hand so they can't play. It's huge. You know, it's huge. Yeah. Mystic Mine.
Oh.
Side deck. Dinos are main decking this card.
Oh.
But I mean, if you're purely going first, you're not really main decking it. But game 2, post side, I think Mystic Mine is an absolute blowout because it forces your opponent to answer the card, right? It forces your opponent to answer it. Lastly, but not leastly is not a word, Monster Reborn.
Our OG card.
The OG.
The OG
I mean,
card.
it's an extender. That's all it is. It's literally all it's doing is extending your plays. Right. So I think in that essence, Monster Reborn, even in a control-esque deck, is huge, right? Because I mean, if you have, I don't know, you really need that Subterra Guru out of the graveyard, you can get it.
You can get it.
All right.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's a card we used to play when we were kids.
Exactly.
And still.
Exactly. And the card is still powerful today, right? Just special summon a monster without any restrictions. That's huge.
That's super huge.
All right.
Oh, nothing insulted? So nothing's hot dog water.
Nothing's hot dog water. Not for this video. Not for this video.
Not for this video.
Yeah, all the cards that we chose were just too good. But yeah.
Then, there you go, guys. Your homework. Comment down below, like, what exactly is hot dog
water.
What are
you?
There has to be spell cards as hot dog water.
What is something that you've seen that you would categorize as hot dog water in the upcoming format? You know. And guys, if you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure you're subscribed. You're liking the video, and you're commenting down below. What did we miss, or did we miscategorize something? And hit that notification bell, because about half of you haven't hit that bell yet. All right. And listen, you've made it to the end of the video because you love us and we love you. All right. We're really close to 10,000 subs, guys. Let's #get there.
Let's get there.
All right. And yeah, I don't know. I think this list was insane. I think if you can refer back to this list, at least until the next ban list, I think this will cover all your bases for you. You know, a lot of research goes into these videos. So yeah, use it as a reference. You know, share with your friends. Let them also have a winning edge in their next duel. All right, guys. Yeah. So I freaking love you guys. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
This is Ginger from HeadtoHead Battles.
Signing out.